To the Komodo Math Festival grand launching. So this is it. We have been teasing the event for so long.
This event is not just another mathematics competition, but also applying ground.
Are you ready? Let's take the picture together. 1, 2, 3, cheese! Next page, second page. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
We learned that coding is not as hard as what we thought. Okay, even kids may understand to do coding right now. So now let's check. Yeah. Okay, when it hits the ball and then the game will stop. Okay, now the bear cannot walk again.
I will just show this like intervals. We call intervals like 0 to 1 interval, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4. Each into brain and heart. So you will find the realities of the universe easily.
So if you think about mathematics concepts, I think many of you will agree that the concepts in mathematics were invented to help people understand the phenomena in our life. For over 2,000 years before Diophantus, the mathematicians brought out equations and solutions in words or sentences without using any symbols or abbreviations.
You have to know like the deeper principle behind that formula.
Remember, you just choose a word and draw that word. All right? Okay, yes. Now, Jipara is the artist. Okay, Jipara. Come on, choose one word. Yeah, we got the winner for the first.
To play Sudoku, you have to follow the instruction. Yeah, you have to follow the rules.
To duel with your friends using one phone, you can duel with your friends to see which one is fast.
And this picture is representation about tangent line to circle. The point where intersection occurs is called the point of tangency.
Friends, can you count how many Mrs. Donuts are there? Let's count together.
For example, we want to find the values of cos 180.
From the scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you that you're going to snatch the absolute winner for this competition?
I would say 6 because I kind of find out about this kind of late.
We used time only if two participants get the same point. So, but the most important thing is the point.
How did you prepare for the competition? Did you study? Did you read some books, or what did you do?
No, I just like studied and go on some sites and like research them.
And the duration is 2 hours. Okay, we divide into three different sessions. As you know, we are in session for Asian and Pacific.
From the scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you that you are going to be the winner?
10.
10! Oh my god, you got 10 out of 10. Okay, good luck then. You have quite the high bar you set up for that, eh?
I'm from Brazil, actually, but now I live in Mozambique. My school actually likes doing Olympia and competitions a lot. They say it's very important for college and these things. So they told us.
So how to do the exam? So you have done your simulation, you have filled in your checklist, you should be good to go. But in case that you forgot how to do the exam, I will remind you one more time. So it's quite simple, just A, B, C.
Hello from Nebula Academy in Edmonton in Canada. I want to take the opportunity to thank the Universal team who organized the International Mathematics Olympiads. Our students have been enjoying the Olympiads, attending them and hopefully getting good results, and this year I'm sure that they will get good results as well. I want to thank the organization committee and hope that you celebrate many more years. Thank you and good luck.
Hello, my name is McDonald Chinze. I'm from Malawi, Bede International Schools to be more specific. I was one of the people who were helping with the competition we did recently. The competition was a Universal International Mathematics competition. The competition went very well. We don't have any problems. We just had a few login problems here and there, but it was very smooth. I wish to meet you again next year. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Yanazar and I'm a teacher at Nursultan Bilim Innovation High School from Kazakhstan. And we have participated in this International Universal Mathematics competition. And we can say that the questions were very interesting, problems were challenging, and students have enjoyed every bit of the problem. The judgment was very objective and on time. Organization was beautiful. So what we can say is we recommend you to participate in this Olympiad and challenge your knowledge of mathematics.
Hello, my name is Togozade Mango from Malawi at Bedia International High School. So this year we participated for the first time in the International Universal Mathematics Olympiads. It was a great competition for our students here in Malawi. We had students from other international schools participating in this Olympiad for the first time, and our students too. They were very excited. The questions were a bit challenging based on the feedback that we got from the students, but they loved the exams and they look forward to sit for the Olympiads next year. So we hosted this year's Olympiads here in Malawi, and hopefully we will also host the next upcoming mathematics Olympiads from Indonesia. We're very grateful for the company that organized this, and we hope for that one day we'll also have our own local international Olympiads. Thank you very much.
So excited to join this competition because I can compete with other children around the world.
The competition did well. I did well in it, but I don't know about the score. And I quite enjoyed it because it's making me think harder.
When I was doing the competition, I kinda enjoyed it. Mostly because the web design was decent and it used one of the best exam platform I ever experienced.
So this competition was interesting and extraordinary. I was excited about participating in this competition.
So the IMC 2021 competition was good and exciting. Of course, I really enjoyed this competition.
The exam was very good, but a little bit challenging.
This is my second time participating in this event. The exam is actually quite challenging.
The site, the platform is very good. Every information is there. You just use the time, and the rule is there. You can do everything there. Unlike other competition, which the information is scattered everywhere, and you have to do a lot of stuff, and it's just complicated, and I don't really like it.
It's professional, and the developers put very hard work on developing it. It's neat, it's easy to use, easy to understand.
But overall, I enjoyed the competition because the platform we used was really easy to use, and I've got experience of joining online mathematics competition.
About the platform IMG uses, the platform is good and easy to understand for me.
It's very good. I can use it very well, and there is no error while doing the test.
The questions were well designed. Most questions are from medium intermediate range, so it is good for people who are relatively new in Mathematics Olympiad and for people who are already experienced in Mathematics Olympiad and looking for new challenges.
The questions are really advanced and makes it it's kind of difficult for me, but yeah, probably I just need to learn more.
I think its questions were very classy and internationally qualified.
This mathematics competition is fun and challenging for me because it has a lot of easy problem and also some hard one, but the time is very little, so I have to go really hard on them. And also you cannot get back into the other previous problem that you have answered, so it's kind of a challenge, I think.
The IMC questions were challenging and it made me learn more about math.
There are some easy questions and there are also hard questions. The questions are challenging me and give me more knowledge and experience in solve math Olympiad problems.
I think you need to increase the time because we need to think.
All good, all fine. I hope that I can go back to previous problem that I've answered next time, because it's just frustrating to stuck in one problem and you just want to skip it a little bit. You want to check if something easier is ahead and you can get back soon after that, but you cannot. While if on paper you can easily do that. So yeah, I just hope that we can do that later. So yeah, definitely I am going to go into IEMC again next year.
Yes, I will.
Probably yes.
Of course, I will join this IMC again because I like IMC very much.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning Indonesian time and welcome to Komodo Mathematics Festival webinar series. And this time the topic is intersection of two fascinating worlds, mathematics and movies. Well, ladies and gentlemen, all the honorable guests of today. So this mathematics webinar is part of all the activity series that we've prepared in this Komodo mathematics competitions. So the mathematics competition itself will be held hopefully on the 1st of April 2023, and then the registration was opened back in February and will be open all the way until 28th of March. So if you like mathematics, we really advise you to join this competition. Just go to komodocompetition.com and everything that you need to know about mathematics competition, this mathematics competition to be more precise, is over there. Apart from this webinar, you will also find another or other fun activities related to mathematics. There will be another webinar in upcoming weeks, and then there is also a video contest And what's special about video contest this year is that the contest is open for everyone. Last year, we only opened it for teachers, but this year we open it for everyone. So if you love mathematics and you think that, you want to share your love of mathematics to other people by explaining the topic related to Komodo Mathematics competitions questions, you can join this competition and you will have the chance to win $100 for the first winner, $50 for the second winner, and then another $100 for video with the most like on YouTube. So apart from video contest, and by the way, the video contest, the deadline and registration is extended, which is a good news for everyone, all the way until 14th of March 2023. So you have a little bit less than 2 weeks to prepare a video and register, and then you get the chance to win $100, which is absolutely magnificent in my opinion. Okay, apart from video contest, we have weekly quiz, which is also you will get a prize. We'll get a special prize in US dollars. And how to join the weekly quiz? You just need to open Instagram and follow us on Instagram/Komodo competitions. And every week we will be posting questions, mathematic questions, quiz, and puzzles in the Instagram. And then once you see the question, you can go to Komodo competition, log in, answer the question, and if you are lucky, because we will be ruffling that, if we will be drawing the winner, and if you're lucky, you will get $10 off price. Apart from that, we also have another fun events, but that's still secret. One thing that I can tell you is it's related to Pi, but still it's a secret. If you want to know more about this, we really advise you to follow us on Instagram, which is @Komodo Competition on Instagram. So yeah, that's it. Overview for this morning event. So how is everyone today? I hope everyone is okay. Before we start this webinar for today, I see that quite a lot of people have joined us in this magnificent morning, and I see names which are not that familiar in this part of the world. So what I want you to do is I want you to write your country of origin. Where are you from? Are you from Indonesia? Are you from Malaysia? Are you from Pakistan? Are you from India? Are you from Europe, Americas, Africa? Wherever you're from, please write down your country and your city in the chat box. Okay, Farel from Indonesia, Noel from Philippines, Kazakhstan from Almaty. Hello, Hatice from Kazakhstan. Yeah, Kazakhstan is a beautiful country. That's what I heard. I've never been there, but I heard that Kazakhstan is a really beautiful country. Okay, I see names from Kyrgyzstan. Hello, my name is Edmund and from Indonesia. Hello, Edmund. Welcome to the Komodo Mathematics Competition webinar. Indonesia, Makassar, West Java. And yeah, I see quite a lot of people from different parts of the world, which is magnificent. By the way, do not, even remotely speak the same language, apart from English, of course, which is a universal language. But another universal language that everyone understands is mathematics. It's proven that in this magnificent morning, we are here talking about mathematics. And as you can see in the chat box, a lot of people from different part of the world, West, Central, Eastern, wherever, Northern, Southern, they are here to listen, to learn, to study mathematics, which means it's a proven fact that mathematics is also yet another, international or universal language. Okay, thank you very much, guys. You guys are the best. Okay, before we start our webinar, I would like to introduce you. Should I introduce myself? Do you guys want to know about me? I am not that important, of course, but so that you can be chatting more freely and more leisurely. My name is Aditya Damawan, as you can see in my name tag in the Zoom, and I'll be your MC, your guide, I'll say myself, in your journey today in our magnificent mathematics webinar for today. And I would like to introduce our speakers for today. We have someone that if you have been following Komodo Mathematics Competitions and Universal for a while, I'm pretty sure that this person is no stranger for you guys. I believe that you know this person, this specific person. We have Mr. Ade Kiki Ruswandi. How are you today, Mr. Ade Kiki Ruswandi?
Hi everybody. Hi, Mr. Adi. Thank you very much. I'm doing fine. Yeah,
Come on,
it's
you need to show more spirit. You need to be more enthusiastic. We have a lot of mathematic lovers from
yeah,
all
it's
over
kind
the
of
world
sunny
today.
here, but it's still winter in in this country, so yeah, it's kind of cold. Yeah,
So you are originally from Indonesia,
yeah,
but
yeah.
currently doing research related to
Yes,
mathematic education in Japan. Is that correct?
yes,
Wow, that's
yeah.
magnificent. See, guys, mathematics is everywhere, literally. Okay, are you excited to share your knowledge about mathematics today, Mr. Kiki?
Yeah, of course. And along with me, we have other speakers too, right? Other math
Of
teacher
course, of course.
from all around
Apart
the
from Mr.
country. Yeah,
Kiki, we have
yeah.
Mr. Tito Auditama, BSc MBA, a mathematician, yet another mathematician from Sindamani. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the pronunciation. Sindamani in Thailand. Hello, Mr. Tito. How are you today?
Hello, Mr. Ade. Hello, everyone. Thank you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for asking. So, how do you pronounce this school of yours?
We pronounce it Chindamani.
Chindamani. So I was correct. Just different intonation. Intonation
Yeah,
is important, but it's difficult. So it's in Thailand, right?
correct. Yes,
But you are originally from Indonesia. Which part
from
of Indonesia are
Indonesia.
you from, Mr. Tito?
I was born in Jakarta, but the last time I was there, I was in Yogyakarta.
Oh, so you're yet another traveler. I see. Okay, Mr. Tito, thank you very much. And last but not least, we have Mr. Tinwin9 BSc, yet another mathematician, magnificent mathematician on top of that, from Prestige Education in Myanmar. How are you today, Mr. Tin? I hope that I don't butcher the pronunciation of your name, but how are you
Yes,
today, nevertheless?
good, good, bro. Nice to meet you. And I'm feeling today really grateful to see such kind of future mathematicians in our Zoom link.
Oh, wow, wow. So can you tell us a little bit what you're going to talk about? Just sneak peek, a little bit of spoilers for everyone that, will listen to us today.
Today we are going to share about the true intersection of two fascinating worlds about maths and the movies. And today we are going to do such kind of nice activity games with our future mathematicians. And I hope all of them will enjoy our today discussion.
Okay, that sounds magnificent. I cannot wait to see what you have in store for us. But before that, I want to remind you to stay until the end because there will be quizzes and door prizes, fun activities related to mathematics. And for all lucky winners, we will be giving I repeat again, 5 free Komodo Mathematics competition registration vouchers. So if you're interested in joining the competition, I strongly advise you to stay here until the end of the event so that you might get lucky, and win those 5 free registration vouchers. Okay, in this opportunity, we have established the fact that we knew already that there are a lot of people from different part of the world, a lot of countries. So because this is a rare opportunity for me, I would like to take a picture. So if you guys can please open the camera, I would like to take picture together. Couple of pictures is sufficient, 2, 3, 4 pictures. I want you to take open the camera, please, everyone. Could you please open your camera? To those who haven't opened the camera, please open the camera. I see Talgat, Mahendra Ali. Could you please open your camera? Mr. Talgat. Hello, Mr. Talgat. I see your face now. Okay, thank you, Maria, Mahendra Ali. Thank you for opening the camera. So, okay, everyone who hasn't opened the camera, please open your camera. We want to get to know each other better by taking picture together. Our operators, are you all ready? Okay, first of all, let's do whatever style you want to do. I like doing my thumbs up, so I will do thumbs up. Okay, the first style, let's take picture together in 3, 2, 1, cheese. All right, the second one is, another freestyle. Do whatever you want to do in front of the camera. I'll just do this. This okay sign. Okay, everyone ready? Okay, I see Edmund is dabbing. Continue dabbing, Edmund. Why do you stop dabbing? Okay, everyone ready? 1, 2, 3, cheese. All right, guys, magnificent. Thank you very much. I'll be saving the picture, of course, and I'll be sharing the picture as well in the Instagram. So if you have Instagram account, please follow us on Instagram if you want to see how we took picture of today. All right, guys, without further ado, I don't want to bore you with another speech of mine. So I would like to welcome the first speaker of the day, Mr. Ade Kiki Ruswandi. Mr. Ade Kiki, are you ready?
Yeah, of course. Thank you very much for Mr.
Okay,
Adi.
then. Without, I don't want everyone to wait for another minute. So I would present the opportunity to you, and the stage is yours, Mr. Kiki.
Okay, thank you. Okay, wait a minute. Let me share my screen. Okay, hello everybody. So it's nice to meet you all again. So let me start the webinar with a quick introduction about this competition first. Okay, so actually, Mr. Adi already explained everything about the competition. But so this webinar is part of our annual math competition, okay, called Komodo Math Competition. So there are many activities that you can do. You can join our math competition, you can join our weekly quizzes, and you can join also webinars and video contests. So we invite all of you to join even the video contest. Video contest is open for everybody, even for students. Okay, you can follow the regulation, and then you can do your creativity there and send the video to us, and then we will post it in our YouTube, and we will also have a popularity contest. If you win, you can get some prize. Okay. So other than this webinar, we have also conducted similar webinars last year, 2 years ago. So you can find it in our platform, in our Komodo Math Competition platform, and also in our YouTube. Okay, last year we talked about modern technology, we talk about math and animation, we talk about a brief history of negative numbers, brainstorming with math, or even introduction to coding for kids last year. Maybe some of you also joined the webinars last year or maybe 2 years ago. Okay, so maybe a quick briefing from introduction from me, because actually the interesting part will be delivered by Mr. Tito and Mr. Tin, but maybe a little bit introduction from me, that we know that math is very wide. The mathematics that we learn inside the classroom is just like a small part of mathematics. So overall, mathematics can be divided into two different areas. The first one is pure mathematics. When we do mathematics for the sake of itself, just for fun, for the curiosity, for the thinking, etc. And the second, mathematics. So in applied mathematics, we use mathematics. We generate mathematics. We do it for solving real life problems in our life. So real life problem, the overall mathematics words. Okay, so as you can see, there are many. It's maybe still the simple one is about natural number. It's about number system, right? We learn about the real number, rational number, complex, even complex number, and prime numbers, and infinite, and many kind of numbers, right? So this is one other part of mathematics, including algebra, and then including trigonometry, geometry, calculus, and many others. Quick research, so we can say that there are specific branch of mathematics. So in algebra, we can use it to manipulate three-dimensional objects, camera movement in computer graphics, and then the calculus. We use calculus to create smooth and natural-looking motion in animation. So as well as calculating lighting and shading effects. And then in geometry too, we use it to calculate shapes, size, and 3D objects and create realistic perspective in virtual environment. We also use trigonometry. If you already study about trigonometry, okay, trigonometry is used to calculate angles, distance in three-dimension space, and also used in creating accurate camera movement for perspective views. So maybe let me show you some video about how calculus is used to create a smooth and natural looking motion in other movies. There are some application that they use to create something. So let me show you this one.
Do it again. Split. And average. So now I've got 16 points. I'm going to put those two steps, split and average, together into something I'll call subdivide, which just means split and then average. So now I've got 32 points. If that's not smooth enough, I'll do more. I'll get 64 points. Do you see a smooth curve appearing here from those original points? And that's how we create the shapes of our characters. But remember, I said a moment ago, it's not enough just to know the static shape, the fixed shape. We need to animate it. And to animate these curves, the cool thing about subdivision, did you see the aliens in Toy Story? You know that sound they make? Ready? So the way we animate these curves, all right. Well, I think that's pretty cool. And if you don't, the door's there. It doesn't get any better than that. So.
Okay, so yeah, so there are many things. For example, the last time and in the movie, the animator find it hard to create hair movement. So last time the hair movement in the animation doesn't look so real. So and then there is one animator who used calculus to make the movement of the hair is even looks like more real. So it's also from Pixar animation. Okay, so I think that's all from me, everybody. So maybe we will continue with the next speaker. But before that, we can also have a break, Mr. Adi, to play a games, yeah, a quiz game, yeah.
All right, sure. I mean, if you have prepared the questions, we can go and we can lead the session together.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, please be prepared. If you maybe need a piece of paper and a pen, you can grab it right now because you might need it. Mr. Kiki has prepared a question for us, and then if you can be the first to find the answer and then send the answer directly to Mr. Kiki's chat box. So if you find the answer, you need to chat Mr. Kiki's directly, not in the general chat box. So you can, pre-mention Mr. Kiki chat box right now. And then if you can directly send your answer to Mr. Kiki and be the first to be correct, and then you can win one free registration voucher for Komodo Mathematics competition, right? Mr. Kiki, am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay, then, Mr. Kiki, I think you can start the quiz.
Okay, so
with our friends today.
the question is taken from our weekly quiz actually, yeah. Everybody, all of you are invited to join our weekly puzzle. Okay, just follow our Instagram and follow the instruction there. You can also visit our website. You can submit your answer there. Okay. So, but for now, I'll show you one question. The first one who answer it correctly will get the prize, right, Mr. Adi? So please send your answer to this question to my chat box. Okay.
Remember, guys, to send it directly to Mr. Kiki and not to the general chat, but directly to Mr. Kiki.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the question, right? How many days will it take a person to cross a barren desert of 240 kilometers wide if he can only bring food and waters for 6 days and walk 30 kilometers a day? Okay, if you find the answer, please chat Mr. Kiki the answer that you think correct. So the answer is in days, number of days, as in how many days will a person take to cross the desert if you have this, numbers for 240 kilometers. Please send the answer to Mr. Kiki's chat box, not in the general chat. Did you receive some answers, Mr. Kiki, or did you find the
Of course.
winner yet?
I received 3 different answers, but I still haven't find the. Okay, let's find out. It's already almost, yeah, it's already 20 people already answered. Let me find. Okay, so maybe I'll give you another 30 seconds and then we'll
Please
announce
send
the
your
result.
answer
Okay?
to Mr. Kiki's chat box, guys, not the general one, okay? Don't forget to mention Mr. Kiki and send it directly to him and not in the general chat so that, you can win the chance to obtain a free Komodo Mathematics competition registration voucher.
How about you, Mr. Adi? Can you answer this question?
I don't think I'm willing to count it, but I can. I believe that if you take that number and if you divide it by that, I think I can if you keep me sometimes, but there is that and there is this, I don't want to take the opportunity from the guys, because they're here, they want the vouch, I don't need the vouch. I'm not in the age, in that age where I can join the competition. So
Okay.
unfortunately.
Okay. Okay, so guys, the correct answer is okay, time is up. Okay, I will just stop the so the answer is Mr. Tito, what do you think about the answer? Can you solve this question?
Well, I'm not sure if this 6 days is a trap here. I think what matters is the daily distance, right? So I would agree with most of the answers here.
Yeah, but the thing is about the food and water that they need, that this person need. So if they don't have the water, they cannot move forward.
Okay. However, whenever they stop daily, they can always reload for their food and water, right? That's what I think. Oh,
no,
no?
that's the problem because we are crossing the desert. We don't have restaurant there.
Oh, okay.
So that's the story.
I see,
Okay, so the answer is 12 days, guys. Okay, so it's impossible to do it in 6 days. Okay, because it can only reach until 180 kilometers, right? But when you start first by and stop in the 60 kilometers. So after 60 kilometers, okay, you put your food and then go back to the initial point, and then you go again bringing 6 days food. Okay, so it requires let me draw it maybe, so that we can find we can discuss the solution. The annotation is not active, I guess, so I couldn't do it. Yeah, so for the 4 day, in 4 day, you go to 16 kilometers and then you go back. It requires 4 day, and then you continue another 6 days. Okay, with 180 kilometers. So you will get 20 kilometers. So the answer is 12 days, guys. So who answered correctly? Let me check. Most of you answered 10 days and 6 days. But the correct answer is 12. So the first one who got correct is Tania. Tania, are you here? Tania. So congratulations, you got the prize. Okay, you can climb them to by contacting our admin, yeah, our Eduversal admin. Okay, thank you. I think that's all from me, Mr. Adi. I give it back to you.
All right, thank you very much. To be honest, I didn't expect that trick question. So when I said that I could answer it, then it was actually wrong. I had different answer. I had the same answer as most of the guys, which was 8. But it can be mathematics can be tricky sometimes. I can see. All right, thank you very much, Mr. Kiki. So as you can see, guys, Mr. Kiki was here mostly is to explain more about Komodo mathematics competitions itself. But we have another mathematician lining up to give webinars about mathematics. And I would like to welcome Mr. Tito into the screen. Hello, Mr. Tito.
Hello, Mr. Adi. Hello, everyone.
What's your opinion on that previous trick question? I didn't expect that answer, to be
That's
honest.
hilarious. I like it so much. I like it so much.
All right, Mr. Tito, I'm pretty sure that our friends cannot wait no more for to listen for your presentations and your webinars and study more from you. So without further ado, I would like to present the opportunity to you to start the webinar.
Thank you, Mr. Adi, for
Cheers,
the
Mr. Tito.
opportunity. Thank you. I won't be going as detailed as Mr. Kiki with mathematics because he asked me to do movie instead of math. Although the movies are pretty much related to math, the one that I chose. Yeah, of course, in this world, there are many movies about mathematics, right? I'm pretty sure you guys watch kind of Marvel or DC that pretty much includes a lot of math. But of course, we have to choose because of the limitation of time. So what I did is I chose several that I will show you shortly. Hopefully you can see my screen already. And yeah, so I choose 3 movies for this presentation. I'm not sure if you guys have watched it or not. Hopefully you did, so that we can discuss more about this movie. So the first one is Interstellar, and then the second one is A Beautiful Mind, and the last one is The Imitation Game. So the first movie will be about space travel. I'm not sure if you guys have. It looks like it's pretty old for you guys, right? I guess me too. I think I'm pretty old these days. So space travel, Interstellar, and then A Beautiful Mind, game theory, and then Imitation Game. It's about cryptography. Space travel is actually more about physics, right? But yeah, physics also includes a lot of math. So one of them is fiction, the space travel, because we don't really do a lot of space travel right now at the moment. Not sure in the future. I think we will do more. But A Beautiful Mind and Imitation Games, they are true story. So that's what makes it pretty interesting for me. So yeah, let's go with the first movie here, which is Interstellar. Yeah, it's about space travel, as we said before. But pretty much what started is the crisis of agriculture. Yeah. Oh, somebody raised her hand. Let me. Sienna, do you have a question or?
Sienna, do you have questions or was it like mistake? Accidentally click raise hand type of things?
It's okay. Let's just carry on, right?
Yeah, let's carry on, and we will open the question and answer session later
Later.
after
Okay.
the
Okay.
matches. Yeah.
Sure. No problem. So yeah, like I said before, it involves agriculture. Why? Because, you know, agriculture is important. Maybe if you are not familiar with what agriculture is farming, right? So, you know, me, you guys, everybody else in this world, we have to eat, right? So before agriculture was a thing, we used to hunt, right? Which spends a lot of energy for every individual human, right? But for quite some time ago, which is like about 10,000 years ago, humans start to farm so that not everybody have to find their own food. For example, me as a teacher, or Mr. Adi, or Mr. Kike, or you guys as the students, or maybe your parents, most probably we don't farm, right? We just get our food from somewhere else, which means we can do something else. That's why human can be a specializer in many fields, because we don't have to find our food. In the past, before agriculture, everybody have to hunt. And hunting, for example, you spend the whole day hunting, and then you can only feed one family, right? But agriculture, you farm. I don't know where are you from, but from where I'm from, Asia, we eat rice, right? Let's say people eat rice. There's maybe only 5% of the population is farmers, and then they farm and they feed the whole country, right? So the other 95%, they can do manufacturing, they can do business, they can do teaching, they can do a lot of other things, right? Yeah, maybe the example here is rice because we are Asian, but maybe in other part of the world they eat bread or potato. Doesn't matter. The concept is the same. Agriculture. Uh, Without agriculture, we cannot really specialize in anything, right? So that's the importance of agriculture. Now, in this movie, how is it related to this movie? So the problem with agriculture is that, well, I'm not sure where you're from, but in Indonesia, especially in Java Island, we have a super fertile land, so that we can always farm and then produce a lot of food. But there are many parts of the world where they have limited amount of fertility in their soil. So when you farm and then you harvest the food that you farmed, you have to wait for some time so that the soil will recover so that you can farm again. But then if we farm too much, the soil will not be fertile anymore. That's what happened actually in part of the world like Iraq or like Syria, right? What we know is that Middle East is desert, right? It's not always desert actually. In the past, it used to be one of the first agriculture in the world. But then they always farm there, and then they didn't wait until the soil recover, so that the fertility of the soil is getting less and less until it's not fertile anymore. So they have to move around, right? Now in this movie, uh, that's the problem. People becomes too many, and then all of those human needs food, right? And then the soil has not enough time to recover anymore, so that human has problem that they cannot farm anymore. So the world is dying, which is exactly why they have to find another world. They have to go out from the earth because they cannot farm anymore. They cannot produce food anymore. So which is why space travel. We need to find another home for us, right? That's the movie is about. I'm not sure if you have watched it or not. Can you chat in the chat box whether or not you have watched this movie? Anybody?
So if anyone has watched the movie, please write it in the chat box, guys.
Oh, cool. Ananta already watched it. Great. I didn't expect there are many people gonna watch it. Oh, that is nice. Oh, 5D. Cool. I didn't know it's in 5D. All right. It's very cool. Yeah, I agree. Maybe those who have not watched it, I really recommend it. You guys to watch it. There's no 5D. I don't know. Maybe there is. Maybe there is. Because I didn't watch it in 5D. Like you. Cool, cool. Okay, thank you for the response. Let's carry on. So that's exactly why they need to find another home, right? But of course, it's not an easy process because this is in a movie, right? This is the first time they go far away from here to find a new home, and there's a gamble here because they have only one chance. But before the travel that they were doing in this movie, there were 3 other travels before them that goes for to find a new home, right? And then out of that 3 people preceding their travel, 3 of them is sending back the signal that okay, this is a planet that you can farm, that may be possible for our future. And then but they have only one chance after that. From these 3, you can only choose one. And then this is a spoiler. One of them is a liar, so actually his planet is not very good for human, but he wants to be rescued. So they say to the next astronaut that okay, my planet is the proper one, come here, right? But then so this is kind of probability now. There are 3, so one of them is failed, let's call it failed planet, but the other 2 we're not sure yet. So but they fall for that lie. That's a problem here. Let's see what's next here. So it's also include a lot of physics, like I said before, because physics is pretty much related to math. If you see here in the left-hand side of the picture, that's the space shuttle that they were using in the movie. So as you can see, why is it circular? Because it's gonna rotate. And then if you remember, I don't know if you have studied about it or not, there's this thing called centrifugal force, right? So whenever you rotate something, it's you kind of got pulled outside, right? So it's making kind of gravity. It's making kind of gravity, right? So even though you are in outer space, which actually there's no gravity, but you can kind of make man-made gravity. So, sorry for my baby. So that because we need gravity actually, because without gravity, our muscle in our body will get weaker, because we got a force pulling us down to this earth. We also have a force to counter it back. Like I think we call it normal force, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully there's a physician here. So that our muscle have to kind of produce that normal force so that we can stand up, right? That means our muscle works every day. So that, yeah, the more we train our muscle, the stronger it is, right? But if there is no gravity, I'm not sure if you have watched some video about our real space station now. Usually astronaut cannot be there more than, let's say, 6 months, because after 6 months, their legs are shrinking because they're not standing up, right? So they have to bring them back to Earth so that they can recover their muscle. Otherwise, it's gonna be a big trouble for their muscle, right? Okay, related to the real life, maybe if you have gone to kind of amusement park, that's also an example of centrifugal and centripetal force. You see, we really do it in our real life, and okay, fictionally, we also do it in movie. But hopefully, in the near future, because more and more companies are trying to make this touristy space travel, right? I'm not sure if in my lifetime I'm going to be able to participate in that. Hopefully, I will be able to. Anyway, that's our first movie, Interstellar. And let's move on to our second movie, which is Beautiful Mind. This is a true story. Okay, this guy is his name is John Nash. He's actually a mathematician. Sadly, he has this disease called schizophrenia, and that's a kind of you kind of imagine that there's something. It's not a ghost, okay? It's just in your mind. So you see someone that is not actually there. I don't. Hopefully, none of us have this, because I think it's not a very what is it? Very, very common disease among people. Yeah. But yeah, he hallucinates. So these guys think that some kind of CIA comes to him, and then he's down into some kind of mission versus Soviet Union, something like that. It was in the Cold War period, right? But then this guy is genius. Okay, maybe sometimes genius people got disease, right? And then let me just carry on with the profile of this guy. Although he has disease, he's a genius, and he's not only mathematician, he's also a economist. Okay, see that before we relate mathematics to physics, but this time this guy apply his mathematics into economy. Yeah, of course, economy got a lot of numbers there, right? So mathematics is needed, and the what is it? His creation that makes him famous is game theory. Okay, and this game theory is about economy. Actually, it's about we can call it prisoner dilemma as well. I'm going to show you shortly what it is. So how is it related to economy? So we see here Walter and Jesse in the left hand side top corner. Let's say there are two prisoners, right? One of them is Walter, the other one is Jesse, and then they're being interrogated by the ward. And then if both of them confess, okay, both of them only have 6 years to be imprisoned, right? But let's say one of them confess and the other one deny. Now, of course, denying is not a good thing, right? And confessing is a better thing. So the better guy will have less years to serve in the prison, whereas the worst guy will be punished by 16 years. You see that? So we've got four possibilities here. Okay, 6 years, both of them, and then 2 years, one of them, and the other one 15 years. It can be, there are two cases there. Walter serve more, or Jesse serve more. All right. And then the nice thing is that both of them is lying, right? If both of them is lying, both of them will serve only 4 years. But they will integrate them separately, so they cannot have, what is it? They cannot cooperate with each other. I mean, not directly, but if they know about this game theory, the better one is for their long-term relationship between Walter and Jesse is both of them deny, right? Or both of them confess, but denying is better. So that, how is it related to economy, you may ask, right? So let's say there's these two countries, okay, country A and B, in the next table here in the right bottom corner. Right bottom corner. So country B may have high tariff. High tariff is like tax, right? Or low tariff. That's their option, right? If you have low tariff, of course, for example, Singapore. Who doesn't like Singapore, right? Because they have low tariff, so everybody want to go there, right? I don't know what kind of country have a high tariff, but we may not want to go to those countries who have high tariff because everything is expensive there, right? So let's say both of them put a high tariff, right? They will get each £1 million here as an example. And then let's say those with low tariff versus high tariff. You see that in this side of the table, low tariff will have more people coming, so that they will have more income, right? So this country B will have more income than country A because it has low tariff than country A. But then the other way also apply. If country A have low tariff, there will be more people coming there, which means country A will get more money than country B, right? But then let's say both of them put low tariff. They will get more than other possibilities there, all right? For example, Dubai and Singapore, both of them have low tariff. So everybody want to go there, right? These this can be applied anywhere else, not only country, not only prisoner. Let's say McDonald's versus Burger King, right? Let's say if they have the same taste, we will of course go to the one that is cheaper, right? So now, what is it? If you have burger, higher price, not everybody want to go there, right? So not many people will buy your product, but it means if there is not many people want to buy your product, you have to kind of increase your price to make your profit. So it will be like a circle of you not satisfying the customer, and then you have to increase your price, and then it's gonna go on, and then it's not gonna be good for your company. So yeah, that's about game theory. Maybe you can do a further reading. I'm not sure if this is too complicated. I don't know if I really explain it quite good or not. Hopefully it's understandable. That's about Beautiful Mind though. So anyway, this guy fortunately found his way out to deal with his schizophrenia, so he doesn't act weirdly in front of people. Yeah, he still see a lot of those hallucination, but he tries to ignore it. So it's a good thing for him. Yeah. So that's our second movie, and then last movie. This is also another true story. His name is Alan Turing. So this guy is also another mathematician. This guy is what is it? Specialized in cryptography, right? And it's related to computer science, as Mr. Kiki said before. He's also a philosopher, by the way, because before there was science, philosophy was the first science ever. So usually, if you are a scientist, you kind of also a philosopher, right? And this guy is an English guy. So as you can see the year here, he was working during the World War II. So I'm not sure if you are familiar with World War II or not, but it's actually mainly Europe plus Japan in Asia, right? In my country, we quite suffered a lot from it because the Japanese was very strong at that time, and then on the other side of the world, it was like Germany versus the rest of Europe plus America. Doesn't involve pretty much Africa or Middle East or Southern America, but during that time, everybody is kind of Europe's colony, so everybody kind of get involved in that, right? So the thing here is that during that time, the Nazi Germany, right? They always try to attack here and there, right? And then why does it matter? Why this cryptography matters, right? Because as an opponent, you may want to know where your enemy will attack you, right? But how do you find it out, right? So at that time, we don't have internet, definitely. What they have is kind of Telegram, right? But of course, yeah, it's kind of work the same. The concept is the same. You send information, let's attack here or there, and then they attack, right? But if we know where are they gonna attack us, we kind of prepare ourselves, right? We can either defend ourselves or we run away somewhere else, right? So this is exactly what Alan Turing did. He built some kind of, it's actually computer in those days, right? But the computer is super big at that time. Maybe I'm just gonna show you the next slide here, which is this kind of concept of the Turing machine. They call it Turing machine at that time because there was no computer at that time. It was World War II period, right? So the Nazi also know about it. Okay, they want their opponent not to find out where the location they're gonna hit, right? So when they send kind of telegram, they kind of hide the information inside using some kind of cryptography. Now, what Alan Turing did for countering it is that he wants to decipher the code where they're gonna attack. Okay, so if you wanna do it manually, you don't have enough time for that, right? They send information, you try to decipher it manually. It will take days, and then in 1 day, actually the rocket or the bullets already attack you. So you want to do it faster, which is why computer. That's what will help you about it. So yeah, that's what he did, and then yeah, there was a struggle of building this computer. This computer was very huge at that time. It was like the size of a room. Maybe your whole room was a computer at that time, right? Now we have only, in the palm of our hand, we have computer. But at that time, it was like as huge as our room. So then, because he made it, so that's one of the factor Germany lost the war at that time. So that's Imitation Game. My last chosen movie here, and actually, of course, there are many other movie that we could have talked about, but the limitation of time cannot let us to do all the movie, definitely. So thank you very much for listening. I hope that's useful for you guys. Thank you. Mr. Adi, I'll give it back to you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Tito. That was a fascinating topic there. I'm actually quite surprised. There's quite a lot of people, quite a lot of our friends today here already watching Interstellar. I mean, it was quite it's a beautiful movie for once, but and then it's also was quite complicated in terms of plot, and everything was not as straightforward as
correct. I agree with you about that.
movies are. But I guess mathematicians, right? They just build difference, I guess. All right. If you have any questions, guys, related to the topic that was delivered by Mr. Tito, you are welcome to open your microphone or type your question directly in the chat box. So if you have any questions, guys.
I just see the chat box. There were a lot of comments here. Wow, I'm fascinated by the fact that they quite know a lot about World War II and then the Sino-Japanese War. Yeah, it's pretty fascinating.
Yeah, I mean, I was also, monitoring the chat zone, and it was like quite cool, especially.
Yeah.
Sino-Japanese War is not that well known compared to, another world wars or another wars, maybe Vietnam wars, all that. Yeah, it's quite interesting.
They're quite knowledgeable about
that
it.
our friends are like relatively part of the newer generation. So
yeah, they quite know a lot about it.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
amazed.
interesting. Okay, guys, you have any questions? Any questions is welcome. Any questions? No? If not, then we will be moving on to the next speaker for today. Or maybe if you can save your question for now, and then you can write it down and collect your questions, and you can ask it later by the end of the sessions. All right, thank you very much, Mr. Tito. Please stay tuned because our friends might have some question later by the end of the session. Okay, I would like to then move on to the next agenda on our program for today. I guess, I don't want to make you wait any longer, and then we will just give access. I would like to welcome into the screen Mr. Tin. Mr. Tin, are you here?
Yes, Mr. Adi.
Okay, Mr. Tin, are you excited to share your mathematic knowledge with all the guys here?
Yes, a lot, Mr. Adi. Yeah, I'm excited.
Okay, then I don't want to bore our friends for any longer. I would like to just give the opportunity to you. You can directly start your, materials and presentation and whatnot.
Thank you, Mr. Adi. So first of all, I want to say thank you to all the participants who are joining our section today. So before starting my section, I want to ask a question to all of you. So if you really love mathematics, can you please say yes here If you really love to calculate problems, if you really like mathematics, can you just please say me yes loudly?
Yes.
Yay!
What about the kids?
Come on, guys, say yes. I mean, statistically speaking, 70% of the guys who filled in, the registration form, they tick the I love math. So there should be more people screaming yes at the session.
In the comment sections, yes, I'm seeing a lot of yes. So
And
thank
they are
you
more
so much.
comfortable with texting, I think.
Yes. So I'm
Maybe
seeing
they're
a
in
lot of
public
yes in the
space.
comment sections. Thank you. So today I'm going to share about maths in the movies. So all of you will love maths for sure. I'm sure about that. So maths in the movie. So let's get started. Importance of maths in movie making. So now you will be thinking that how will it be related? Our maths and movies, how will it be related? So let's get started. Maths is an integral part of our daily life, as you all know, and its application, its uses can be found in numerous fields, even including movie making. So for maths, from special effects, using special effects to camera angles and lighting, our mathematical concepts are essential in creating a visually appealing and captivating cinematic experience for the audience. Okay, so people love to watch movies in the cinema. So what about you all? Do you like to watch movies in the cinema? If you really love to watch movies in the cinema, can I see the love reaction signs here? Okay, I'm seeing a few love reaction signs. Okay, so thank you. So from special effects to camera angles and lighting, we use maths. And maths is used to create many of the special effects that modern films rely on so much. So if you really like to watch movies, you may know that how maths is related to our movies. Here in the theater, some people are watching the movies which include maths. Okay, so let's move on. Here, first of all, the creation of computer-generated imagery, CGI. So most modern movies make a huge use of special effects, including the movement of smoke, fire, and water. In nowadays modern movies, you may see like the effects that include like for smoke, fire, and water, we have to use maths in relation to computer-generated imagery, CGI. So one of the most significant application of maths in movie making is CGI. So to make CGI, we can use maths. CGI is used extensively in modern days movie. In nowadays movies, we have to use CGI to make it more exciting, especially in action and fantasy genres. If you like action movies, you may have already seen that kind of effects in the movies to create visually stunning scenes that would be impossible to film using conventional methods. So in the normal way, in a real way, it will not be possible to create such kind of scenes within a normal way. So we have to use CGI to make stunning scenes by using such kind of effects. So the creation of CGI involves complex mathematical algorithm, like including linear algebra, calculus, and probability theory. So CGI is totally related with maths. And these algorithms are used to create realistic simulations of physical phenomena, such as like fluid dynamics. So now you may be thinking about what will be the fluid dynamics. So fluid dynamics is the branch of applied science that is actually concerned with the movement of liquid and gases. So it includes fluid dynamics and weather effects and particle systems. So for example, like in the movie Avengers Endgame, so have you watched the movies Avengers Endgame? If you have finished watching it, can you please type yes in the comment section? Okay, so thank you. For instance, in the 2019 movie Avengers Endgame, the complex mathematical models were used to create the spectacular action scenes like the epic final battle. Here, the picture is shown here. So to create that epic final battle, which involved thousands of CGI characters, each with its own unique movement and behavior. So here, you may have seen it here. Lots of thousands of CGI characters were used by using CGI. So CGI is really important, and to create CGI, we have to use mathematical concepts. Now we have finished, I have finished sharing one way. So let's continue the next way. The next way is to determine camera angles, lighting, and framing. We have to use mathematical concepts. Okay, so maths is also used in movie making to determine camera angles, lighting, and framing. Now you will be thinking like, how will it be? So for instance, the use of golden ratio, it's a mathematical concept used in composition, which helps determine the ideal proportion for framing a scene or shot. Here, golden ratio. Here in the picture, you will see like versus rule of thirds. So what will it be? Rule of thirds. Similarly, the rule of thirds is another mathematical concept used in movie making, which involve dividing the screen into 3 horizontal and vertical sections. So also I look at aspect ratio for cinema. So if the movie is showing in the theater before on the cinema, so we have to make it conform about the ratio. So to confirm about this ratio, we have to use the golden ratio and the rule of thirds to make it more in a nice way, to make it a perfection. So we have to use such kind of things, and it is totally related with maths. So another thing, to determine camera angles, lighting, and framing, we can use maths for sure. So the next one, to create sound, music effects, and movie. Now you will be thinking again that how will it be related? In addition, maths is used to create sound and music effects. So, like Mr. Tito said, the movies Interstellar, the creation of sound effects involve the use of mathematical concepts such as like waveforms, frequency, and spectral analysis. Spectral analysis is like the calculation of waves or oscillation given in a frequency data. So, for example, in the 2014 movie Interstellar, the sound of a black hole was created by using mathematical algorithm based on the theory of general relativity. So if you have watched the movie Interstellar, you may know that already, but it's okay if you haven't watched. I want to recommend you to watch that movie when you are free. Similarly, in the creation of musical scores, mathematical concepts such as like rhythm, harmony, and melody are used to create a pleasing and engaging auditory experience. So to get a nice auditory experience, we can use mathematical concepts to create nice sounds and music effects in movies. So now let's talk about maths in the movies. So maths in the movies, there are many movies that are related to maths in one way or in another way. Some of these movies are about mathematicians, or maybe their contributions to the field, while others will be about mathematical concepts in the story or the plot. So I'm going to share you about 5 movies that involves maths in the movies. So the first one will be about A Beautiful Mind. You may have watched it or you may haven't, but it's okay. So A Beautiful Mind, it's from 2001. Like Mr. Tito shared, the movie is about the life of John Nash, a mathematician who won the Nobel Prize in economics for his work on game theory. So if you really love to know more about game theory, you can watch this movie for sure. And I'm sure that you all will love it. A Beautiful Mind, 2001. And the next one is like Proof from 2005. So this movie is actually about a woman who struggles to prove the mathematical proof left behind by her father. Actually, her father was a brilliant mathematician who recently passed away. So if you want to know more about the mathematical proof, you can enjoy this movie. And the next one is like The Theory of Everything. So I am sure that all of you will know Stephen Hawking. So this movie is actually about the lifespan of Stephen Hawking. And Stephen Hawking is a theoretical physicist, as you all know, who made groundbreaking contribution to our understanding of the universe. So if you want to know more about Stephen Hawking, you can enjoy this movie in your free time. The next one is The Imitation Game. It's from 2014. This movie is actually the life of Alan Turing. He was a mathematician who helped crack the German Enigma code during the World War II. So if you want to know more about cracking the code, you can enjoy that movie. This one is actually really nice, The Imitation Game. Even I love it. And the next one will be about Hidden Figures. It's from 2016. This movie is actually about a group of African-American women who work as mathematicians for NASA during the space race. So if you love about space race or if you want to know more about NASA, you can enjoy that movie, Hidden Figures. So I have shared 5 movies actually. So now I want to play a game. Maybe all of you are tired of listening too much. So now let's play a game. This time, I'm not going to show you anything. I will read out the simple questions. Here are like the participants. We have different age gaps from like adult, even in adolescence, we may have primary students, secondary students, pre-ING students, ING students, and adults too. So I've created some questions. It will be easy for some of you or it will be difficult for some of you. It's okay. So I'm going to read the questions. What you have to do is you just have to type the answer within 10 seconds. So if you are ready, can you give me the thumb sign here from the reaction? Okay. So I'm seeing thumb signs here. So let's start the questions. So I will read out the question only once. What you have to do is you just have to write the answers in the checkbox. It will be really easy. All of you don't need to worry that much. The easiest questions for all the age levels. Okay, so the first question is, how many zeros are there in a million? Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of 6. Okay, thank you for answering. Yeah, it's actually there are 6 zeros in a million. So my questions will be like for mathematics it will be like 65%, and for general knowledge like for science or general knowledge it will be like 35%. So this time I want to ask the general knowledge question. So do you all know who painted the Mona Lisa? Yeah, Leonardo da Vinci. Okay. Leonardo da Vinci painted the Mona Lisa. Yeah, very good, students. Thank you for answering. Okay, this time I'm going to read out a sentence, mathematical sentence, the easiest one. So I want to read the question only one time. You have to think quickly and you have to write it down quickly. Okay. So the next question is, what is 3 times 11 minus 2? 3 times 11 minus 2. Yeah, it's 11. It's 11. Thank you so much for answering. Really good student, perfect student. It's 31. Yeah, it's 31. Really good. Okay, this time I'm going to ask one more questions. You may have heard of it, the word pi. So what is pi represented to 2 decimal places? Pi. The word pi, you may have heard of it if you really love maths. What is pi represented to 2 decimal places? Yeah, you all are really quick to answer the question. 3.14. Yes, it's 3.14. Thank you. Let's move to the next question this time. So maybe you all may be like good at calculating days or months. I'm not sure, but let me ask you one question about days. How many days are there in June? In the month of June, how many days are there? Yeah, 30 days. Okay, so I'm seeing like 31 from some students. It's okay. Like We have a tip, like I'm going to share you about it. So when we were young, or even as a teacher, I shared that tip to my students. So we have to count like that with our hands. So January, February, March, April, May, June, July. If we end it in July, we will have to go to here, August, September, October, November, December. Okay, so if it is on the top, there are 31 days. If it is in the middle, there are 30 days. So you can find next time like that. January, February, March. Okay, so March is on the top. So there are 31 days. So next time you can find like that. It's actually 30 days. Thank you so much. So next time, one more time, I'm going to ask you a question about maths. So what do you call the top number in a fraction? The top number in a fraction, how do we call it? The term. Yeah, I'm seeing two questions, two answers. Yeah, a lot of answers now. Yeah, numerator. So for the top part, we call it numerator. The part, for another part, we call it denominator, right? Yeah, numerator. Thank you. Thank you so much for your answer. I really appreciate your answers. Okay, now let's move to another question. This time you will have to count quickly. Okay, so how many dots appear on a pair of dice? So a pair of dice mean two dice, right? So how many dots appear on a pair of dice? Count quickly and then let me see the answers. A pair of dice, not only one dice. I'm seeing the answer of 21, 42. So actually a pair of dice mean two dice. So be careful. Yeah, a lot of answers. 42. Yeah, actually it's 42, right? So in one dice, 21 dots appear, right? So okay, 42. Thank you so much. Let's move on the next questions. How many sides are there in the shape octagon? How many sides are there? Can you type it quickly? Yeah, actually, it's 8 sides. 8 sides, 8 sides. Very good, very good. Okay, let's move on the next question. This time again, dealing with maths. So what is the value of the square root of 81? Yeah, the square root of 81, it's 9, right? So some of the questions will be really easy for you. So because I choose the normal one, because we have different age levels, that's why. Okay, very good. Well done. 9. This time it may be a bit difficult for some of you, I'm not sure. Okay, so how do we call a 90-degree angle? How do we call it? 90-degree angle. Yeah, it's right angle. Very good. It's right angle. 90-degree angle, we call it right angle. Okay, this time I want to ask a question dealing with science, not with maths again. So maybe all of you will know it for sure. Okay, so how many bones are there in the human body? What do you think? Yeah, actually, very good. Superb student, excellent student. Okay, superb students, it's actually 206 bones. Okay, so thank you so much for your time for the quiz. Now let's continue for my part again. So thank you so much for answering the question. So let's move on. I have a few slides left. So let's to wrap up again. Maths play a vital role in movie making, as you all know, from the creation of CGI into camera angle, lighting, sound effects, and music. And the use of maths concept and algorithm in movie making help us a visually appealing and captivating cinematic experience for the audience. I have already shared. And as technology advances and movie making becomes increasingly reliant on technology, it is sure that maths will continue to play a critical role in the movie making process, even in the near future. So finally, I want to talk about the future. So for maths in the near future, what will it be? So the head of researcher at Pixar was recently asked, what advice would you give someone who wanted to use math to make movies? So he was asked a question like that. So his response was, learn as much mathematics as you can, particularly applying maths. Like Mr. Kiki said in the previous part, so in maths, there are actually two parts, pure maths and applying maths. So his response was, learn as much maths as you can, particularly applied maths. The areas of maths we use heavily today are Euclidean and affine geometry. So Euclidean is related to the geometry, like study of angles and shape formed by relationships between angles. So Euclidean, affine geometry, trigonometry. Most of the students love trigonometry. They love sine, cos, tan, cot, sec, cosec, and they love angles. So trigonometry, learn more as much as you can. Linear algebra, calculus, and numerical analysis. So we don't really know what the mathematical tools of tomorrow might be. So we are counting on the next generation of employees to tell us. We are counting from all of you to tell us like which techniques shall we use, which math techniques, which math concept shall we use in the near future. So this code especially underline the fact that maths behind the movies is undoubtedly one of the most dynamic and growing application of modern maths with many exciting possibility for the future. So I want all of you to learn applying maths more as much as you can. So it will be really, really useful in the near future. It will be really useful for your generation, even to make movie making process. So here are some references that I took. So thank you so much for your time today. And I want all of you to join our Komodo competition, like to try to solve some maths problems and to try some challenging problems. And I hope all of you will have fun in the competition. So thank you for joining my section. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Tin. So yeah, it's quite interesting, I can say. Mathematics is everywhere, especially in movies, special effects, even in sounds. Like I'm surprised that actually in sound effects and music making, mathematics plays really vital role in that. All right, thank you very much. And as Mr. Tin said, if you're interested in mathematics and if you want to test your skill or simply want to feel the experience of competing mathematics on an international level, we advise you to join Komodo mathematics competitions, which you can directly find out by accessing our website, komodocompetition.com, and everything that you need to know about the competitions can be found in the website. All right, I saw a question about certificates. Related to certificates, we will be sending you the certificates later because we need to wrap up all the attendees for today. You do not need to fill any links for attendees. Is there attendant links, Mr. Operator? I don't think there's attendant links. So we will go through the session one by one, and we will see who can get the certificate and who cannot. Okay, guys. We've gone through all the materials for today, but that's not it because we promised that we would be giving away 5 free registration vouchers, and we just gave away 1, which means that we already have 4. We still have 4 free vouchers to be given out. And what's a better way to do it than to do an interactive quiz? So we have prepared a special quiz actually using quizzes. So Mr. Kiki, if you could please share the screen to all of our friends today, we can start the quiz after this. Concerning certificate, we'll be sending out the certificate as soon as possible. I could say maybe by Monday or by Tuesday. You should receive the certificate by email, and just please wait there, and then we will send you the certificate. Okay, guys, please open quizzes.com as shown in the screen. Or you can join myquiz.com and use the code shown in the screen. So go to joinmyquiz.com and enter the code shown in the screen. We have special prizes for 4 lucky winners. We will be giving away 4 free registration vouchers to 4 lucky winners. So go to joinmyquiz.com and enter the code. Come on, guys, please. We are still waiting. Please go up. How many people can we see how many people have joined? No one. Okay, please go to joinmyquiz.com and enter the code. Mr. Kiki, we cannot see the code, so please show the code. Okay, maybe operators, can you type in the numbers and the website in the chat box? I'll help. Joinmyquiz.com. Or you can click the link shared by our operators. And we have already 31 people. We still have around 70 people who hasn't joined the quiz. Come on, guys. I'll be waiting for more participants. Okay, Edmund, Hafif, welcome to the quiz. And I see Jovan as well. Keisha, Jennifer, G, Jovan Kusuma, Christopher. Okay, still 39 students in the session. It means that we still have around 60 people that hasn't joined. I'll be waiting for around 1 minute before we start our session. 1 minute for you to join. You can throw out emoticons and themes and whatever while waiting for our other friends to join. Okay, guys. 40 more seconds, 40 seconds. 46 people, still 46 people in the session. It means that we still have around 50 people that hasn't joined. $47 people. Okay, where are the other 50 people? We are still waiting for another 50 people to join. Come on, guys, 30 seconds left, 30 seconds before we start the quiz. Please be prepared. You can take a piece of paper if you need. Maybe you'll need some calculation. There will be only simple questions, guys, but the most important things is to answer it quickly. Because if everyone is answering the quiz correctly, then the quicker a participant will get higher score. And top 4 actually on the leaderboards will receive a special registration voucher for free. And I just received an information to fill out the survey before you can receive the certificate. Please fill out the survey, which link has been sent into the chat box. We will also remind you to fill out the survey later by email and by WhatsApp and whatnot. Okay, I think we can start, guys. I'll be counting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's start. Okay, the first question. You should see the questions on your screen. So, Edmund, please fill out the survey to receive the certificate. So it's not an absence link, but it's a survey. Okay, Raihan is at the top. So the questions, if once you answer one question, another question will show up. So the first person to finish all the questions with the highest score will receive the prize. Okay, Alicia is still at the top of the leaderboard. Alicia Shakira, followed by Alexander Angelo. And we have a fierce competition between Raihan and Hafif. Oh, wow, Jensen Rainier snatched the podium from the bottom. And Alexander Angelo doesn't want to give the position to Jensen. And Jovan Kusuma. Wow, what a fierce competitions. What a fierce competition, guys. I see people, one person overtaking another. Okay, the top 4 of the leaderboard will be receiving free registration vouchers. Top 4 of the leaderboard. If you have already registered to the competition, you can delegate your voucher to other person. But top 4 of the leaderboard, guys, will be receiving the free Komodo registration voucher. Christopher at the top, overtaken by Raihan. Luffy D snatching the podium from the bottom. Alexander Angelo coming back, but not after long. Raihan and Edmund is taking the top, and Luffy D is back on the second position. Edmund in the first position, and Raihan overtaking Edmund just a few seconds ago. Is that all? Is everyone finished? Statistically speaking, we're on around 59-60% accuracy. Okay, Jovan unexpectedly coming from the bottom. Jovan Kusuma. And currently on the top 4 leaderboard, we have Raihan on the first position. Lefidia and Tania just came from the bottom to the top. And Edmund on the 4th position, still going on. We still have some possible upsets in here. We will close it in 30 seconds, guys. In 30 seconds. Rack as much point as possible. Jovan unexpectedly from the bottom going up all the way on the first position. Jovan Theruna. Where's your brother, Jovan? Where is Jose? Jovan and Jose, 2 brothers who always join these competitions. Fierce competitors, if I say so myself. Okay, 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's it. That's it for the quizzes. Okay, let's check out the leaderboards. Who are on the top 4 of the leaderboards? I'm still loading. Okay, on the first position, we have Jovan Theruna, and on second position, Raihan, followed by the 3rd position with Christopher. Okay, do we have the 4th position on the podium? Maybe can we see the result? Can skip the result. All right, Jovan Theruna with the score of 10,860 on the first position, followed by Raihan with the score of 10,090. And on the 3rd position is Christopher with 9,530, and Luffy D on the 4th position with 9,370. Congratulations to all 4 of these guys. Please contact the administrators and the committee after this via WhatsApp, and then tell them that you want to claim the free registration vouchers. And once again, congratulations. And the end of this quiz is also marking the end of our meeting for today, our webinar for today. Once again, I would like to remind you to fill out the survey, which link has been sent in the chat box. We have sent the link in the chat box. We'll also send the link to you directly via WhatsApp and emails. If you want to receive the e-certificates, please fill out the survey as soon as possible. And once you finish filling out the survey, we will be sending you the e-certificate immediately. All right, guys, thank you very much. And this is it for today for our first of the webinar series of Komodo Mathematics Competitions. See you again on future opportunities, another webinar, another fun event. If you are interested in math, or if you simply want to have an experience of competing mathematics in an international level, we strongly advise you to join Komodo Mathematics Competitions by accessing komodocompetitions.com. We also advise you to follow our Instagram, which is instagram.com/komodocompetitions. Also, we still have ongoing a weekly quiz, which prizes video contests and other fun events. Once again, we really appreciate that you attend our webinar for today. Have fun, stay in school, loving math, doing everything related to math, and good luck on your future activities and future endeavors. That's it for today. Adi Suryodharmawan signing out. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Peace.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam.
The Komodo Math Festival grand launching. So this is it. We have been teasing the event for so long.
This event is not just another mathematics competition, but also applying ground.
Are you ready? Let's take the picture together. 1, 2, 3, cheese! Next page, second page. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
We learned that coding is not as hard as what we thought. Okay, even kids may understand to do coding right now. So now let's check. Yeah. Okay, when it hits the ball and then the game will stop. Okay, now the bear cannot walk again.
I will just show this like intervals. We call intervals like 0 to 1 interval, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4. Each into brain and heart, so you will find the realities of the universe easy.
So if you think about mathematics concepts, I think many of you will agree that the concepts in mathematics were invented to help people understand the phenomena in our life. For over 2,000 years before Diophantus, the mathematicians brought out equations and solutions in words or sentences without using any symbols or abbreviations.
You have to know like the deeper principle behind that formula.
Remember, you just choose a word and draw that word. All right? Okay, yes. Now, Jipara is the artist. Okay, Jipara. Come on, choose one word. Yeah, we got the winner for the first.
To play Sudoku, you have to follow the instruction. Yeah, you have to follow the rules.
Duel with your friends using one phone. You can duel with your friends to see which one is fast.
And this picture is the representation about tangent line to circle. The point where intersection occurs is called the point of tangency.
Friends, can you count how many Mrs. Donuts are there? Let's count together.
For example, we want to find the values of cos 180.
From the scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you that you're going to snatch the absolute winner for this competition?
I would say 6 because I kind of find out about this kind of late.
He used time only if
two participants get the same point. So, but the most important thing is the point.
How did you prepare for the competition? Did you study? Did
Right.
you read some books, or what did you do?
No, I just like study and go on some sites and like research them.
And the duration is 2 hours. Okay, we divide into three different sessions. As you know, we are in session for Asian and Pacific.
From the scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you that you are going to be the winner?
10.
10! Oh my god, you got 10 out of 10. Okay, good luck then. You have quite the high bar you set up for that, eh?
I'm from Brazil, actually, but now I live in Mozambique. My school actually likes doing Olympia and competitions a lot. They say it's very important for college and these things. So they told us.
So how to do the exam? So you have done your simulation, you have filled in your checklist, you should be good to go. But in case that you forgot how to do the exam, I'll remind you.